This trip means an awful lot to me. An experience, but it is different being away on your own. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel and another video. In today's video, it is a very exciting video. Well, it is for me. So I have been wanting to come to this place for about 10 years. I last came here about 12 years ago, and before that I used to come quite often because my dad had a lodge here, and it is in a place called Conwy, which is not far from Llandudno, and Deganwy is pretty close. And during that time I used to come a lot, and my ex-husband used to come as well, and we used to have such a good time, so many happy memories of time spent in Conwy and Llandudno. So yes, this is the first time that I have been away on my own. So it is very exciting, and I am bringing you along on this journey with me so you can see what I get up to and how it is being on holiday, being single. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm just going with the flow. So we are here in a beautiful hotel called The Manor, and it is about 1.8 miles from Conwy. So I will need to drive around. It's not going to be easy to walk from here, as it is in the middle of nowhere. But it is a beautiful hotel so far. And when I came in, I was greeted with a complimentary glass of wine. So far, so good. So plans for the rest of the day are planning to go into Conwy. As I said, I will have to drive, and I will show you a little bit of Conwy, and then I'm probably going to come back here for dinner and drinks tonight. Yes, on my own again. It just seems so weird, but maybe I'll love it, and maybe this is what I'll do a lot in the future. Who knows? So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do like this video, please do remember to give it a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Remember that subscribing is absolutely free. Conwy is a popular tourist destination in North Wales, primarily for one major reason. It is home to the rather impressive stone structure that is Conwy Castle, as well as the town walls that accompany it. The town itself is found on the estuary of the River Conwy, right on the northern edge of Wales, just a little to the south of Llandudno. It is a lovely town to visit, a busy market town filled with wonderful shops and beautiful architecture. walls were built towards the end of the 13th century under the instruction of King Edward I. During his conquest of Wales, it was put up as a show of English military might in an attempt to ward off a retaliation by remaining Welsh forces. The fortress is impressive, considered by UNESCO, who designed it as a World Heritage Site, as one of the finest examples of late 13th century military architecture in Europe. It is built on a ridge so that it overlooks the town and an important river crossing point, and it commands respect and awe from visitors to this day. You have to cross a bridge to reach it, something which made it a truly impassable fortress. And this seemingly invulnerability was only amplified further by the twin barbicans and the huge towers, of which there are no fewer than 8. Welsh flags up there. It's only supposed to be 17 degrees, but it is really, really warm. It's lovely, and the sun has come out as well. Approaching the castle from a different direction. To the quay now. From what I remember, it is a very nice little harbour. Lots of boats. How picturesque it is. Conwy is more than just a large castle, however. It is also home to a very small house, the smallest house in Britain, in fact. The smallest house in Great Britain is just 72 inches wide by 122 inches high. It was occupied right up until May 1900, and ever since it has been visited and marvelled at by thousands of people from around the world. It is painted in a lurid red colour. How cute is that house? So cute. The pristine countryside, rivers and seas of Conwy County are the source of fine, fresh food and drink. Whether visiting for a day or a short break, a longer holiday, or you live and work in the area, part of your Welsh experience is the wide variety of quality food and drink producers in North Wales. Conwy County has a host of restaurants, cafes, pubs and bars, takeaways and fast food outlets, as well as a number of hotels with restaurants for non-residents and residents alike. So I've just got back from my little trip around Conwy. It was absolutely beautiful, much more beautiful and picturesque than I remember it being. But yeah, it was absolutely lovely, and the sun came out and it was so warm. The sun on a bench overlooking the harbour, and I think you can see Llandudno across the harbour. And oh, it was just absolutely beautiful. It was so relaxing, and I've sat there for about 45 minutes. I could have just sat there for longer. So anyway, I've come back now. Got a little bit lost on the way back. I don't know where, because I have to use the sat nav because I don't know where I'm going. So the sat nav was taking me in a very strange place. So anyway, I made it back, and I am absolutely starving now. So I think I'm going to have a quick shower and get changed, and then I'm going to go for dinner. I'm not sure what's on the menu. I haven't actually seen the menu. I was going to have room service, but I don't think they do room service, so I'm going to have to go down for dinner, which will be an experience because it's one thing that I've never done before, been for dinner on my own. I've sat in cafes like Costa and Starbucks and you know, other little cafes and tea shops loads of times on my own, but I've never actually been for dinner on my own, so that will be an experience. Ready for dinner now. I'm dressed in khaki trousers, some gladiator sandals, little t-shirt and a long green cardigan, which I think you can see. I'm looking forward to dinner. I'm very, very hungry. Everybody, I have just woken up, as you can probably tell, and opened the curtains, and it is a beautiful day. I was not expecting that. The forecast for this weekend in Wales was not the best, I have to say, and I'm just really, really grateful that it's sunny, and there's a little bit of cloud, but not a lot, and it feels pretty warm. Not sure what the temperature is, but I'm too late for breakfast. So, I mean, I don't normally eat breakfast anyway because, as you know, I do intermittent fasting, but I think when I'm away, if it's just for the weekend or something, then if I'm booked into a B&B, then I would have some breakfast. But as I say, I'm too late now, so I need to get cracking, get in the shower and get going to Llandudno. So I will see you later on. Just wanted to show you this little area, which I think is so useful and so nice to have these things in a room. So I'm having a cup of lemon and ginger tea at the moment, but if I want to, I can have a coffee, and there's a few coffee pods there. You'll see they've got Maltesers, hot chocolate, and lots of different teas, peppermint, lemon and ginger, as I say, Earl Grey, chamomile, and then obviously original tea as well. And they've got the milk sachets and the sugar, and it's just so nicely presented. Outfit of the day: jeans, New Balance trainers, little grey top, and I've also got my hoodie, as it's not looking as promising weather-wise as it was when I first got up, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind, it'll still be a lovely day. So this is West Shore in Llandudno. As you can see, the sea is out at the moment. It is very blustery and a little bit chilly, but not too bad. Over there you can see the cafe. I've always loved that cafe, and I'm really looking forward to going to eat there very soon because I'm very hungry. sure if I can have the paddling pool for kids. Yeah, it looks pretty shallow. There's stones and things on the bottom. See the clouds over there? Looks like it's raining over there. Hopefully we won't have any rain. I have got my waterproofs there just in case. Let's hope not. Predators waiting to be found. I'm sure they like that. It's coleslaw and salad. Just saw some people on it over there. It's like a little train track. So I'm leaving the West Shore now and I'm walking to North Shore, which I think is about 25 minutes, something like that. A very pleasant walk, I have to say. Very, very nice. Coming up to the promenade now. Llandudno is a coastal town in North Wales. It's known for North Shore Beach and 19th century Llandudno Pier, with shops and a games arcade. Northwest of the town, the cliffs of Great Orme Headland jut into the sea. Ancient tunnels lead to a cavern at Great Orme Mines. A 1902 tramway has an upper and lower section and travels to the headland summit. To the east, smaller headland Little Orme is a nature reserve. There are 5 beaches: North Shore, West Shore, Deganwy, Conwy, Morfa and Penrhyn Bay, in and around the town of Llandudno. North Shore is Llandudno's main beach and home to the Grade 2 listed pier. There are some sandy sections on the North Shore, but it is mainly pebbles towards high tide. The engagingly old-fashioned seaside resort has a wealth of well-preserved Victorian architecture, and its ornate amusement pier has entertainment shops and places to eat. Kids will love to explore the longest pier in Wales. It's a home to noisy, colourful fairground rides, ice cream sellers and shops packed with seaside gifts. Britain's oldest Punch and Judy show is performed from a red and white striped booth near the entrance to the pier. Looks like it's going to rain a little bit, hopefully not. I have never seen such massive seagulls in all my life. That's where we used to go with Dad and Diane. It's very nice food. There are lots of different walks up and around the Great Orme summit. But if walking or hiking is not on your weekend agenda, then you can also take a tram to reach the summit. Opened in 1902, the Great Orme Tramway is Britain's only funicular or cable-hauled tramway that travels on public roads. Leaving from the town's Victoria station, it climbs a mile through the Great Orme Country Park and Nature Reserve to the summit. The tram runs from April to late October, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m, but closes at 5 p.m. during March and October. Standard return tickets, which can be bought at the station, cost £8.50 in low season or £9.50 in high season for adults and £6 or £7 for children aged 3 to 16. High season is from July and August. Family tickets and single journey tickets are also available. Glory, then make sure you head to the Great Orme. This formidable limestone headland, regarded as Llandudno's own mini mountain, has spectacular views at the top. The 2.5 mile walk from the town to the summit takes around 2 hours. At the top there's a visitor centre, nature reserve, pitch and putt golf and a play area. On a clear day, it's possible to see as far as the Isle of Man, Blackpool and Lake District. The Llandudno cable cars continue to be one of the town's most popular attractions and glide silently from Happy Valley to the summit of the Great Orme. You can buy single or return tickets from the Happy Valley station or the summit terminus. I'm at the top of the Great Orme now. It's very, very cold up here. And windy and misty and murky. Look, it looks a bit foggy over there. So yeah, it's not very warm. I'm glad I came. So further off, I think I'm actually at the top now. I thought it was at the top before, but obviously not. Can't see that well. Visibility is not that good today, unfortunately. There's a mist around, we can see, I think you can see in the distance there. Beach. I'm not actually sure what that beach is. Interesting to find out. So I am quite chilly now. It is pretty chilly up here, I have to say. So I'm going to go into the cafe now and get a nice drink. I don't know if I want a warm drink or a cold drink or a glass of wine. I'm not too sure. Let's go and see. Wow, what amazing views. Cable car there. Fancy that, to be honest. It looks too scary for me, suspended up there in the air. So you can drive up here, you can walk up here, you can come in a cable car, you can come in a tram. There's lots of ways to see the Great Orme, and it is great. I feel like I'm on top of the world. What a great day. Well, good evening everybody. It is now about 7 o'clock, I think, maybe half past 7. It is now 7:30, excuse me, and I am back in the hotel. I am absolutely shattered. I don't know how many miles I've walked, but it's a lot. And it's been lovely. I've really enjoyed it. It was a little bit cold when I went up the Great Orme, and very blustering, a little bit misty. But apart from that, it's been fine. I did have something to eat when I was out, so I've come back and I did actually bring a bottle of wine with me. So I've got back and I've opened that. I'm also having some hobnobs because I brought those with me as well. So I'm just sitting here now, just like resting, because as I say, I'm absolutely shattered, and watching the Wimbledon men's doubles final, because I don't know if you know, but I'm really into Wimbledon. I've been to Wimbledon a few times in the past and I really want to go next year, so I'm going to try and make that happen. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. My hair is just a complete mess now. You'd never know that I straightened it this morning, but that's how it goes when it gets a little bit blustery and damp. It goes a bit wavy, so yeah, I've done quite a lot today. I went to the West Shore, walked along the promenade there, went to the cafe, had something to eat there, and then I walked, yes, walked to the north shore. So the north, is it the north shore or north beach, where the pier is, and it was so nice. It was lovely. I would have liked to have gone for a drink really, at one of there's some lovely places along the front, and that would have been really, really nice to have gone for a drink, but I don't know, I just couldn't make myself do that. It was a little bit too much. I think I've done really well on this holiday. I don't think I told you about dinner last night. So I went for dinner last night on my own, and I had I didn't have a starter, but I had did I have pork tenderloin, and it was oh, excuse me, it was really, really nice with mash and red cabbage. It's lovely. So I really enjoyed that. I had a nice glass of red wine with it, and then I did have lemon meringue pie afterwards, and that was quite a large pudding, so I was absolutely stuffed when I got in, and I was so tired. I just got straight into bed, watched a bit of telly, and then I went to sleep, and I slept so well, and I overslept this morning. I didn't. That was a massive seagull flying past. And so yeah, I missed breakfast. I think I told you that, and then I went off. So yeah, so I walked to, carry on with my story. So walked to North Shore where the promenade is, and it's the busier of the two beaches, or the two shores. Then I walked along the pier, which was an experience. I can't remember if I've ever done that before, but it was very, very busy. Originally, I wanted to walk up the Great Orme, but I don't know, it just seemed like it was going to be a bit too much really. So I decided to get the tram up there, and I think I have got the tram up there before. I can't remember, you know, I mean, it is so long time ago. But I'm sure I've been on the tram before. So I went up all the way to the top on the tram. So I had a little walk around there. I didn't stop in the cafe because, to be honest, cafe wasn't that nice. So I left there pretty quickly and came back down. And then I walked back to West Shore. And then, as I say, I'm having a little glass of wine. It's in a tumbler because these are the only glasses that I've got. Cheers. So yeah, I'm now sitting here having a little rest and thinking, what am I going to do with myself for the rest of the evening? I've got quite a few things that I could do. I've got my laptop here, so I could do some editing. And other bits and pieces that I didn't do this morning. So I don't think I should be in bed late tonight. I think I should be having an early one, because I do have to get up and be out of here by 11 tomorrow. But I'm planning to do a few more things tomorrow. There's a couple of places that I want to see, and then I would like to walk along the West Shore because it's such a nice walk. Yeah, so didn't manage to do that today. I did walk along the promenade along the front, but there's a really nice walk that carries on, and as I say, I would like to do that. So that's what's happening. That's what's been happening, and it is different being away on your own. It can get a little bit lonely, you know. Sometimes you just think, I just want to have a chat to some. I mean, I did talk to some people, but you know, it wasn't really that long, and it is nice to have somebody to share the experience with. However, I have really enjoyed it so far, and I'd definitely do it again. I just remember something else that happened, so I thought I'd just come back on and let you know. I bought this bracelet in Corfu. Oh, when was it now? Was it 2019? Before the pandemic anyway, yeah, it must have been 2019. And I bought this beaded bracelet, like a spiritual kind of beaded bracelet, which I've loved and I've worn constantly for the last 5 years. And I was waiting for the tram at the top of the Orme, and the bracelet broke and all of the beads just shot off. I managed to keep a few of the beads, but most of the beads shot off. And I'm like thinking, no, I love that bracelet. I've had it for ages. Well, 5 years. So I'm going to have to get another one. But when I was on the promenade, there was lots of those beaded bracelets, and I could have got one, but they were £8. And I thought, wow, that's a lot of money for a beaded bracelet. So I didn't get one. But now I wish I had, because mine's broken. Anyway, I just thought that was just a bit poignant. I've been also thinking a lot about my dad since I've been here. And it almost feels like he's with me. Because, as I said at the start of the video, he used to have a lodge here and used to spend a lot of time here on his own. But also, myself and my ex, John, used to come and have an absolutely lovely time. So, and one of my really good friends, he also had a lodge here, Adam. And he used to be here as well, and he was a very good friend to my dad as well. So yeah, this trip means an awful lot to me. This is my last day now here at the Manor Hotel. See from the scenery that it's absolutely gorgeous. So scenic. Just love it. I've loved my stay here. And I'm sad to be going home, but I've got more to see before I go. I love this walk so much. I've done it so many times in the past, but it's just so lovely. Beautiful still day today, not half as blustery as it was yesterday, and I would say about 2 degrees warmer, maybe 4 degrees warmer from when I was up the top of the Great Orme. See Conwy over there in the distance. And this path here goes all the way along to the west shore where we were yesterday. It runs alongside a golf course, which is really nice, and then you've got the mountains over there behind me. You can see them behind me and ahead of me. Beach there behind me now. And then, as I say, this leads along to West Shore, and it's just such a nice walk. I've always absolutely loved it, and it's just so nice to be out in the fresh air, getting some sea air. Just like, it's so good for the soul and so good for my vitality, and I just absolutely love it. I'd love to live near the seaside or live near some water. I think that would be so nice. I find it so calming as well, the sea. So this little trip is coming to an end shortly, and I meant to say that we started this walk in Deganwy, and I haven't shown you a lot of Deganwy, so I'll try and show you a little bit as we go back. We're probably going to get a coffee on the way back because I saw a little kiosk. Finish it off nicely, and then I am homeward bound, and hopefully I might get home and be able to see a little bit of the men's Wimbledon men's Wimbledon final. So So as I said, there's a golf course that runs alongside this walk, and there's a sign there that says beware of flying golf balls. And just as I read that, a golf ball came flying out. It didn't hit me on the head, but it was quite close by. It's quite funny. What a lovely way to spend a Sunday morning at the beach, having a coffee, sun's out just about. It's been a lovely, lovely time. Absolutely loved it. And an experience, but a really good one. Just burnt my tongue on the coffee as it's absolutely scorching hot. Not the best, but not complaining too much. That's my view at the moment. Sitting on this lovely little bench, just relaxing, enjoying the sun while it's out. Apparently it's raining back home, so that's not good. And it's not very often sunny in Wales and raining and cold back home, but that's the way it is at the moment. So one up to Wales. A few shops in Deganwy as well. I'm sure I remember them being a few nice ladies' clothes shops, but it's Sunday, so everything's closed today. And this is Deganwy station. The train runs along there. This is Deganwy Marina. Some people are doing some fishing down there. It's very, very peaceful here. Absolutely love it. So calming and just such a good way to recharge your batteries and unwind. It's absolutely amazing. I love it.